Welcome back to Griffin Indiana 22 on Farming Simulator 22 for episode 3 with me, MrSealyp. It's 12 minutes past 6 in the evening. Before we move on into September, I need to rectify the gaffe, the mistake I made. I got too overexcited at the end of the last episode. And if you didn't see it, if you didn't watch right to the end, for whatever reason, I had a canola contract I was doing, and I completed the Baling contract, which I finished, and then thought, oh, okay, I'll take on the next contract available, which was another canola one. Went off on the train to deliver it. I wasn't sure the train would come. The train came, went off. The problem I had was it then delivered crops to both of the canola contracts. One of them 105% delivered, which never goes that high, which means I think I'm going to be short on the next one. Where do I stand with regards to my contracts at the moment? Well, Field 3 and Field 13. Field 3 was the one I was doing the contract on, and I had over 120,000 litres, I think it was. I kept 10,000 litres batch at the rest, and then it completed another contract. I had a canola contract on Field 29. That is now complete because that was pretty much done. Before I'd even got to the end of harvesting Field 29, it was done. So I've cleared the decks. So regardless of which contracts I've done, where I stand with regard to money, or not money, but crop, this is where I stand. I had 18,500 litres of oats left from my original harvest on Field 8. That I needed. You can probably guess why I needed it, but I was keeping hold of it. So I finished off the oat harvest that I had to do, the next one, which means I've now got 64,792. Of that, I'm going to deliver about 46,000 litres of it, because the rest of it is mine. That should complete that contract. The canola that I did on Field 29, I've only got 50,000 litres. Now, 10,000 litres of that was what I was keeping from the previous one. That's all got to go. I don't think that's going to be enough to complete the harvest. If it's not, I need to rectify that problem before I move into September, which is going to mean buying some canola and sending it off by train to complete the contract. I don't know how short I'm going to be. That's the problem. So, yeah, I don't know. We're going to see what happens now. So I need to rent the train and hope it turns up. The fact it's now saying 12.6 kilometres, I'm worried it's not going to come. 12.5? Okay, it might do. 12.4. Okay, it's taking its time, but it's going to come. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute when the train arrives. Hopefully we'll have some work to do into September. And then depending how much we sort out for these two contracts, I need to start looking at my own plot of land. But I'm quite happy in the motel for the time being. In all honesty, that's not a problem. The train is nearly here. There should be a new, once all the track maintenance is complete, there should be a new train schedule, which means the train should arrive more regularly, quicker, however you want to look at it. Funny story about that. You know, I was saying in the last episode that I met the local mayor. The second gaff of the episode was he introduced himself and said, I'm a farmer. And I thought, that's pretty cool. He's the local mayor and he's also a local farmer. How cool is that? I think his actual name is A Farmer. I think. I feel so stupid. I just assumed, you know. You know how you do. Right. Let's do this. I hope this works. At least I'll be able to work out what I'm going to need. I say. There we go. Go to all the train cars. Unfortunately, top left only shows a certain amount of train cars, and train cars, I'm sure it says it's 18. Goes back quite a long way. We're on the first one. Let's open that up. So, oats. What did I say? 46,000 I need to put in here. And then the canola, everything I've got. So I'm not going to keep hold of any canola. I can't. I don't think if I keep hold of 10,000, it's certainly not going to be enough to complete the contract. And I don't think even with the 50,000, it's going to be enough. So, let's go to our oats. 46 is what I'm looking for. If I go tad over, that's not too bad. Tad under, probably be alright as well. that's a bit more over than I wanted to go, but that's okay. Let's close that. And go to train car number 2, please. Okay. So, all of that goes in. Only time will tell. I've got to be careful on completing the contract because at the moment I've got the harvester just there, the tractor and trailer is just over there, just behind these silos, and I'm going to need that because if I do have to buy some canola, I'm going to need to move it somehow. If I complete it, it'll be my usual thing. I'll be, oh, okay, I can complete that one, then realise I don't have a tractor or trailer to move any canola. So let's see what happens. If neither of these complete, then I'm in real trouble. So that was the oat harvest on that field there. And the other canola was field 29. But like I say, because I'd already pre-delivered a load of crop to it, it had technically already completed. So all I had to do was harvest the field and it came up contract complete. So I don't know. Yes. Oh no. How is only 62% transported for field 3? I am so short. Right, I'm just going to buy the cheapest I can find now. Hopefully, I can get some from the Lort. I'm going to get some of the farm supply stuff. I'm still going to use that stuff. I know I've kind of gone, well, everything switched on apart from precision farming. Weeds, stones, hard economy, the whole lot. But I'm still going to use things like the farm supply pack because why wouldn't I? I mean, no. I know I'm going to try, I don't know. Like I say, I'm not going to go fully realistic, but I don't know how it's going to pan out. At the moment, things are looking great. You know, we're in the first month and I've got 45 grand. But like I said, once the contracts dry up, I could find myself really struggling. Once I start harvesting my own fields, whenever I get to a point where I buy my own fields, because I'm on hard economy, what I'm getting paid for the crops isn't that great. So it's going to be a lot harder. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the second-hand vehicle market a lot more. I may even get to a point where I don't really have much of my own. It might just be I bounce through the first year or so just contracting for other people. But like I said in the last episode, in the first episode, this is what people wanted. People, you know, a lot of people saying, I need to go back to how I used to play the game. So I'll try. You know, if it doesn't work out, fine. Next Let's Play, I want to go back to I liked the Western Wilds way of doing things. Only because, like I said, on that, I was getting to try out all the new mods and stuff that came out, all the new production chains. And the problem I've got at the moment is, on hard economy, it's going to be a lot harder to earn, obviously, it's going to be a lot harder to earn enough money to buy production chains. Hopefully I reach a tipping point where the money's rolling in, but I just don't know how that's going to work. So the question is, how much do I buy now? I delivered 50,000. That did not go up by a huge amount. Do I go for another 20,000? I'm going to have to wait for the train again, aren't I? I hope I've got it available. I can't remember if I did or not. Yes, I have. Phew. Okay, canola. 5,000 litres for 1,000. I'm going to have to buy... Should I do 4 or 5? And I'm just thinking another 25,000 litres. I don't even think that's going to be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. This is eating into my profits. It's my own fault. I made the mistake. And that's why I haven't completed the contract, so I'm going to need the tractor to load it up. I think I'm going to do as well. I'm going to see in a minute. I'm always over. I'm going to rent the train again while I'm loading that up. The train can be arriving, because it's going to take a little while. And then we'll try again. I'm just have to keep doing that. Yeah, it's a lot of my profit gone. But, like I say, It's my own fault. I've got to rectify it somehow. Oh, I didn't return the rented train. Did I not return it last time either? I didn't, did I? Is that coming down or not? It is. Okay, it's coming back. I thought I'd throw this in there. Why not? Just to add insult to injury, whilst trying to fix my mistakes. The pallets won't load. If I drive up next to the pallets with the trailer, they won't auto load in. They're 5,000 litre pallets. I've had to lease a forklift. Another 1,300. Well, all I'm hoping is, the one slight thing that might work in my favour is if I have bought too much, or I do buy too much, when it goes to deliver, if it completes the contract and there's too much on the train, I'll get some back for whatever crop's left. These are 5,000 litre pallets. This forklift is on the edge, literally, I have to tip it right back and be incredibly careful this doesn't tip up without having to add extra weights. So yeah, brilliant. It's just one thing after another, but it's like I say, it's my own fault. I've got no one else to blame. I'm not complaining, just explaining. Can't make it up, can you? Okay, next load. I'm about 12 grand in now to buying canola, and that's buying it cheap. With what I delivered, 50 then 30, that's 80. This is ridiculous. I must have delivered some for that contract. There was only 120,000 litres came off that field in the first place. This puts me at 105,000 litres now. 50,000, then another 30, then another 25. If this doesn't cover it now, I'm going to go and get my bicycle, go to my hotel room and cry. No way. I thought you got paid for any crop over and above. Although on the trains, does it not do that? I'm sure it did, didn't it? Didn't that get changed in an update? So I potentially just sent 25,000 litres, and it might have only needed 5,000 of those, or 10,000 of those. So I didn't recover any of my money back. Oh, man. Okay, well, all I can do now then is complete. I should have been sitting on over 60 grand now. 50. I mean, at the end of the day, 54 grand on hard economy. I can't knock that. For the month of August, I wish August would just go and jump in a ditch somewhere now. I'm done with August. I'm going to go back to my motel room. I'm going to grab my bike, and I will see you in September. We'll see what contracts are available. Hopefully something will pop up. We have switched to 3-day months. That normally switches over in the next month, I think. And we'll be on ×3. So technically we'll be running the same 3-day month, but ×3 will be the same as we're running now at the moment, 1-day month at real time. But as I've been assured, it will be better for the economy, for the pricing, and it will be better for the weather forecast, and the weather will be more correct and reliable. We'll give it a go. Again, if it doesn't work, then I can always come backwards, or I can readjust it, or do what I want to do. So I'll see you in September. Right then. Got up, came out, grabbed some breakfast at the diner, sorted out today's jobs, and we are, the 3-day months seems to be working. If we scroll up to, where are we? Our forecast, we've got September 2, September 3, because we're on September 1 at the moment. That's up the top. Should be okay all day. Temperature is starting to come down a little bit. We've got rain in October pretty much all the way through. At the moment it's saying rain in October. As far as contracts go, what have I picked up for today? Or the rest of this episode, whichever way you want to look at it. I've done another baling contract on field 36. We'll do that again. Silage bales, if I get another few, brilliant. And then we've got a cultivating contract. We've borrowed equipment for both. The contract, the contracting, the cultivating one is a big old New Holland T9, I think, down here on field 3. Weirdly, we haven't got one come up for field 8, which I thought we'd get, considering we did the harvest on it. I thought we'd get more cultivating jobs, I'm not going to lie. But we'll do whatever we need to. Well, wasn't yesterday a laugh? Got to laugh, otherwise you'll cry, wouldn't you? I mean, technically one, if not more, of those contracts I did paid for the mistake, but it paid for it. I should be better off than I am, but it doesn't matter, I'm not. We are where we are. We've got some different gear to use as well. We've got some Vermeer gear, which we'll do for the baling. I know I've done baling already, but that doesn't look healthy. That looks like it's sunk into the concrete. Oh no, we've got those horrible bale things again. Okay. What shall I make a start on? Need to move equipment, so what I'll probably do is move equipment first, wherever I've got to go. Let's hop off. Hang on, what field did that say? Oh, 36. I've already done 36. It was 34, wasn't it? I did. Field 36 is where? Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? Right the way out there. Actually, it's bigger than field 34. So we might get some extra bales. Who knows? Looks like it's in amongst forestry, though, so we're probably not going to get much around the edge on that one. Okay. I'm not sure if that's going to come out of the ground there. I don't think we can reset. If it doesn't, we're in trouble. Please work. Let's see if we can reset it at the moment. I'll grab the mowers, take the mowers, I'll get all the gear up there, then we'll come down. Obviously, like I said, we're on ×3 as well, so each day is going to represent about 10 days of a month. We're going to get through it pretty quickly as well. This is unusual for me. I don't normally run times anything, you know. That windrow is not happy, is it? So I'll get all this up there. I'll see if I can reset that. Will it let me? Let's double check, shall we? Where are we at the moment? See if we can click on it. See it? Reset. That's better. Cool. Just got the staff to dig it out the tarmac and we'll be fine. Right. We'll get all this up and then we'll I'll get the cultivating done first, I think. Oh god, that's cool, we get to use some Vermeer stuff. I'm glad that's been included in the contract stuff. Let's get the old Vicons on. Should have front lights on as well, I suppose, this time of the morning. 6:15, we're cracking on. I can't waste a minute. Isn't it weird how just making a couple of changes with settings can terrify you? Honestly, oh man. But we are going to a different place now, aren't we? So we're going to be heading up out along here. This is the county road, but this is something camp road. I have to check that. But we're going to go. Well, sorry, I didn't. Oh, I'm having a bad day. Five for Hills Road is where we're going to head up. There is a farm up there. We do have access to a silage, like a fermenting silo. That's what's kind of like a reclamation yard. It's a weird one. I think it's owned by a local resident. He's a bit of a kind of scrap dealer, wheeler dealer. Mr. Webb. As far as I recall, the family, the Webbs, used to run. Have I missed the turning? See that turning back there? I might have done. They used to run the ferry over the Wabash River, which is actually just out to the west here. I have gone the wrong way. Out to the west. Many moons ago, and now we kind of, I say scrap dealer, I think he's a collector, a hoarder of things. So I think possibly at some point go in there, we'll have a look and see. He might have stuff available we can buy. Who knows in the future? Is this the turn in? Is this someone's driveway? Oh no, it is. Too busy talking. There's a shocker. Turn the beacons off now. We're off the main road. I'm trying to think what the name of the road was. Something Camp. Continental Camp Road, I think it is. Continental Camp Road. Now we're now on Five for Hills Road. That was Mumford Farms, the other one over. So this farm here is empty at the moment. Could buy it, maybe. We do have access. I think we have access. I'm trying to remember now. Right, switch to the front. I'll fold that. So we're right up in this corner. Yeah, there's the farm. Oh, hang on. Is there a trailer there? Not that we've got a tractor, but there is a trailer. Doesn't look like there's anything else there. Oh, I wonder if we could borrow it. Didn't even know it was there. That's hand on heart, no word of a lie. Oh, we've got to bring this up quite a long way, haven't we? Why couldn't it be one of these? Why couldn't it be one of the big closer fields? We're not at a point where we can hire workers yet. Like I say, I'm still a contract worker for other people. I know I did do a bit of subcontracting, which I shouldn't have done, but the situation being, yeah, could I get a worker to bring all this kit up here? Probably, if it would follow the road. I haven't even tried the whole the worker system on the road layout. Maybe it would work. I don't know, but it's not really my place to. I know I've already done it once, but you know what I mean. Should I cut the grass now? Or maybe we might have a bit of leeway here. We can but try. Let's get all the lights on. Every bale on top we can get, I'll take it. I'll come back for the rest of the gear in a minute. You saw me do this in the last episode, so yeah. Okay, I've gone too far over there, but that might be alright. It's 7:26, and as I've been transferring stuff up to the grass field, a few things have been happening. More contracts have become available, and I've done my usual. I've done something stupid. Not stupid. The field's not that big. I've taken on a potato contract. Borrowed the equipment. That's not going to be in this episode, though. I've got cultivating to do, but the other thing I've got to do, we've gone over into a new month, and obviously a new day. I didn't check about second-hand gear. We need to have a look. At second hand. No, that one. Oh! 22,500 litres for 7,972. That's with the extension. Oh! Do I want to change anything on that? 7,900. I'm buying it. Yes! We've got a borrowed bike. I wonder if I can hook that up to that. We've got our own trailer. Yes! I've got nothing to put it with, but we've got our own trailer. Our first new lovely piece of kit. Oh, look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? We own it. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Right. Cultivating. Potato harvest. Yeah, that's not going to be... Probably not even today. I'm just thinking the way the time's going by. Let's take this T9 with the cultivator down to... It was field 3, wasn't it? Where was I going with this? Cultivating, yeah, down to field 3. Pays quite well. It's going to take a little bit of time. The harvest contract, 37,000. I mean, obviously, I borrowed some equipment, which is going to take a bit off that. We might get some potato left over. Who knows? Depends if I make any more mistakes. But we've got another cultivating job and a fertilising job. Now, as I said, we're buying, using stuff from the farm supply stuff. I will probably buy fertiliser from there. I'm going to buy cheap fertiliser. I'll get whatever I can use to get myself going. And then I might do what I did on Western Wilds. We'll get to a point where we might produce our own fertiliser. I want to produce my own seed. And I'm thinking about, although it's expensive, the new refinery that popped up. Using the new refinery. But that's 125 grand. I suppose I could borrow... Once my finance is clear at the bank, I could borrow some maybe. To buy it. And then we can produce our own fuel, our own seed, our own fertiliser. Which means I can pick up all those contracts and things that pop up. When they pop up. If they pop up, of course. Remembered where the turning was this time. That's good. Swing out nice and wide so I don't damage the pavement. Is this field, isn't it? It's a fair sized cultivator, but we're probably... Is this one? This isn't as shallow, is it? I'm just trying to think, are we going to get stones? Because I haven't really done it like this. Do we get contracts for stones? Oh no, shallow, we're alright. Bit of shallow cultivation, just to wet the whistle, so to speak. Oh. That's the only thing with the old articulated tractors, especially if they've... sometimes they're a bit sluggish on the turns. It's just allowing for it, isn't it, when you do the turn. It will take a little bit to centre again. And it's a fair sized field. I'm just thinking on ×3. Yeah, it'll take a little while. So the baling I want to get done before the end of this episode. Just to see if we build up a stock of silage bales, if we get any baling contracts that are just for hay, I'll do those as well. Because anything we can build up, anything we can stock up and have sat there, why not? Then we get our own property. I have also had a bit of a... With regards to doing that baling, I had a bit of a dodgy idea. Now when we pass the farm, there's that trailer set up on the farm. I was wondering if there's a toolbox up at the farm, if there's a workshop, converting it to a bale trailer and just borrowing it. So when I've got to take all the bales off that field, use those Flegel bale holders, but rather than come backwards and forwards, I think those bales for that contract have got to go to the animal dealer, to Larson's, rather than going to the BGA this time. And rather than bring them down 4 at a time, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, like I did in the last baling contract, use that lift thing, the Flegel, and put them onto the trailer. Then I can probably bring more down at once. I don't know if probably I need to go and find a farmer. I need to find the mayor and ask the situation, because I've been told I have got access to a few bits. I don't own them. I have access to them. I'm also thinking there's that because we can pay to kind of lease on top of what you pay leasing fees for regular stuff. There's that. Oh, what was it called? Was it called the lease mod? I can't remember what it was called now. Where you place them at different values, and it charges you like per day. Was it per day or per hour? Maybe that could be a way around it. We could do that. We could borrow it, but kind of lease it in a way. Although I don't know who I'm paying. I don't know who owns the property really. That's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? Unless it goes into like the community coffers, so to speak. It's an idea. I don't know. I'm just racking my brains thinking of ways I can make it work, speeding the process up a little bit. I don't mind. I know I say it all the time. I don't mind going backwards and forwards. It doesn't bother me. I'm also conscious of the fact that I'm on episode 3, and I've already put a ton of hours on this. The harvesting contracts again. It kind of looks, the bank balance looks quite healthy. We bought a new trailer. We're into the 2nd month. We've only been here a month so far, and we made a bit of money. We've done all right. But those harvest contracts did take a while, which didn't help the fact I then made those mistakes, which I then had to fix. That was time and effort and stuff I could have really done without, but again, you make a mistake, you deal with it, you know, you got to sort it out the best way I can. I think once I suppose I won't even own a farm, will I? I'm just thinking once I own a bit of property, whether it's just a patch of land I can put a tent on, which I said I didn't want to camp again, but you know, if we have to, can I technically then hire workers? I'm not a landowner. I mean, I suppose I would be a landowner, just not a farmer, I suppose. I guess anyone can hire a worker, can't they? I don't suppose there's any reason why, just because I'm working with someone else, if I decided I wanted to hire someone, I know it's I'm just trying to justify decisions I'm making. I'm very happy with how things are going at the moment. I know a lot of people commented, a lot of people messaged and said to me, am I insane? Putting the settings on what I put them on. I don't know if I'm being lulled into a false sense of security, which at the moment I've got some contracts available that I've made a bit of money, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going really well, you know, for being on hard mode and everything on weeds and stones and the whole, you know, all of it. Am I then going to come unstuck? That's why I've got to be so careful. I don't want to go buying expensive things and then I go through 2-3 months I've got no money, you know. I've got to be careful what I do with it. But then I also had some people saying, well, why aren't you doing precision farming as well? Are you mad? Right, this is going to take some time. I'm thinking the speed we're going and on the time we're set at, we're going to be looking at probably lunchtime-ish, maybe. It will be nice when I get to a point where we can hire workers and then I can do multiple jobs at the same time. I know people will say, I know I use people as a general term, you know, we do have a loud minority and a silent majority. I think that's normal in everything, isn't it, really? Once the silent majority starts speaking, if I get a lot of people suddenly saying, oh, hang on a minute, or you should do this, or think about that, you know, that's when my ears prick up a little bit, like, oh, okay, then hang on. It won't be too bad. I'll stick on an audio book or a bit of music and I'll crack on. I'll see you when this is done. What I might do is, again, I'm not going to keep this piece of equipment for the next one. If I take on the other cultivating contract, I'm going to borrow equipment. I'm going to do that from now on. I could make more money or save myself money or whichever way around by doing it. But like I said in the last episode, this tractor, this cultivator belongs to the farmer whose field I'm working on. Will I do it on other Let's Plays? Of course I will. I'm just, you know, I guess I'm trying to kind of go back a little bit and get back to farming, I suppose. I am still going to do production chains, of course I am. But that's going to be within the realms of what I can afford. I'm going to regret this, aren't I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was expecting. On time 3, I thought the time was going to go a lot faster. Field 3's done. 9:30. I said it was going to be lunchtime. Yeah, very strange. Well, not strange, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I was expecting. We'll take this back, complete this contract. I'll take on the other one and get the machinery. And then we'll whiz up and get the baling done. So I want to get the baling done by the end of this episode. And then I think the other cultivating contract uses, I'm pretty sure it uses a John Deere. Is it a John Deere it showed? I'm trying to think. Stop there and hop out. I'm pretty sure. Cultivating complete. Collect. That one, yeah, got a John Deere. I nearly pressed accept contract then. Borrow. And then there's that fertilising job. So that I'll do maybe off camera. There might be a little bit of a, you know, as I often do, a little bit of a video clip. So that'll be for the next contract. Let's whiz out. Potato one. So the field's not very big. The contract for the potato harvest is field 24. If we go all up here, I'll show you what I mean. It's not ridiculously big. That's field 24. That was field 8 that we did the other episode. That's field 3. Well, I don't know. I suppose potato-wise, it might take a while. But, hey. I'm just glad we're getting big machinery and big equipment. Big machinery, big vehicles and big equipment, because otherwise it would take quite a while otherwise. Let's swing that round, and then we're ready to go. I'm going to whiz up to the field. Probably going to grab the fent that we had. Am I going to cycle up? No, because I've got to go back for the bike, haven't I? Oh, I'll walk up. I'm going to find a home for that. I don't know what to do. We'll leave it here at the store. What I'll do is I'll move it out of the way and put it to one side for the time being. That'll give us space then if we do any other contracts for equipment to appear. Let's see if I can go to that farm. If we can do the workshop, we'll change it to a bale trailer. I don't know how well it'll work out. We'll give it a go. There's something I thought the other day actually. While there's people walking around, you know. Wouldn't it be cool to have NPCs walking dogs? That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? I know it's probably a lot more complicated to model and do, but I just, you know, it crossed my mind. I know it's a little bit later. I took the liberty of doing the mowing. You saw me mow when I did the baling on the last one. I am going to do the windrowing and part of the baling though, because like I said, it's the Vermeer stuff. I want to give the Vermeer stuff a go. But I'm just heading over to this farm. I'm going to have a look. One, because it might work, and two, because I honestly can't remember. So there's the trailer there. Okay, there's an old cultivator. Oh, looks like that's it. that's all that was left behind. Okay, well, it's better than nothing, isn't it? There is a workshop just there. So if we can switch this over to a baling a bale loader. Hopefully. If I can even slightly get that in, that would be fine. Okay, we're right on the edge there. Where's the... It's in here. I can't remember. Is it along here? Hang on. Oh, it's right there. Customize. It's not going to cost me anything to switch it over. Just take the panels off. Panels off, cover off. Hey, you know what? It's worth it. Let's do it. We'll take it over if it works. If it means I can transport more than 4 at a time. And I'm not going to go so far with those Fleagle bale holders. Just my own sanity more than anything else, I think. Like I said, I don't mind doing it. It's just the whole time I was driving with those Fleagle ones, I just thought if the bales fall off, if you know, and the whole time you're on edge. So, I'll see you back there in a minute. We'll get the Vermeer windrower going. I did mowing and then started doing the windrow and forgot to record. So, yeah, around the outside's already been windrowed, but that's all. Okay, like I say, you can already see what I've done. This is a much wider windrower than the one we had on the last contract. I suppose because it's a bigger field. Let's go. I can widen or just narrow, but I can adjust the width of the windrow. I'm happy with what it is at the moment, in all honesty. Shouldn't need to do too much to it. Shouldn't take too long either. Not with this. Then we'll get the baling done. The wrapping I won't show you again. I did that on the previous episode where I did the baling contract. The only difference will be if we pick up any other baling contracts that require tedding if we're going to do hay, but this is silage, so we're all good. And I suppose as well, because this is going to end up, I would imagine, with more bales, I don't see why I wouldn't do. The other one gave me 19 bales, 9 of which I kept. This is a bigger field, and obviously you've got that situation with the biogas plant. If you don't own it, depending on what the capacity of the biogas plant is and what the processing speed is, you can end up with the silage contract that you take the bales there and it fills up. And then you can't deliver any more until it's processed what's in it, which can be a bit of a problem. So luckily these ones are going to Lawson's livestock, so that should be too much of a problem. If I end up with another 5 bales, another 6, 7, whatever, even if I end up with another 4, it's 4 bales on top of the contract. I can add to the 9 we've got. I actually haven't been back out to have a look. There's no reason why they would have disappeared. But you know, in your mind you think, oh, I wonder, are they still there? Has someone had them away? I hope not. Right, so that's the Vermeer windrower. We'll get on to the baling in just a moment. Make sure I get it all in. There we go. I'm back down at the store. For my own sanity, it suddenly dawned on me, I didn't even think about it, that trailer, those Flegel bale holders don't raise high enough on the 3-point link to put the bales onto the trailer. That didn't even dawn on me. I thought, oh yeah, it'd be easier, just back up, I'll put them on the front. So I've leased that was 1,500 and that was 400. It's worth it. I'm going to end up with bales. But while I was down at the store, September is my month. August was a nightmare. But we bought this second hand. Look what else has popped up in the second hand store. Where are we? Oh. Look! A Lizard 1120. 20,000. 58% off. That's a 230 horsepower tractor. Straight off the bat. I don't necessarily want additional tanks or anything. Or I mean, I could just leave it like that. Lights. Oh, we can have an LED bar. How much is that going to add on? A little bit. Cab headlights. LED bar's cheaper. Can have both for an extra 185. Antenna, no. Glass, no. Front protection grid, not bothered. Accessories, no. Don't mind about that. Attachers, standard or 3-point. That's 1,006. That's worth it. That's 22 grand for a 230 horsepower tractor. Interior, fine, fine. I'm going to keep it 230 horsepower. That's more than enough to get us going. Main colour I'm not going to touch. We'll leave it as it is. 22,745. Let's buy it. Keep an eye on that second-hand vehicle market. Where is it? Oh, there. Is that LED bar coming on? Maybe it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, it is on. Yeah, it's just hard to turn this light. Oh man. Yeah, it's going to need a little bit of something. I don't know, a little bit of work maybe. A bit of TLC, but we've now got a tractor and a trailer. Combined, 29 grand. Second-hand car market, agricultural market, awesome. Right, now I'm going to whiz this over. Let's load that trailer up and get those bales done. I said I was going to get it done before the end of the episode, and I intend to do just that. This is going to take me a bit of time, so I'll see you up there. Yes, I've got the bag handler. I love it. I'm not going to lie, it's looking pretty untidy. In trying to put the straps on, it took the wrap off some of the bales, but they're still saying silage bales. I did decide to use the Flegel one as well, just to increase the jeopardy. Why not? So we've got 12 bales on here, which has saved me 3 trips. If I use the 2 Flegel bale holders, I could do 4. So yeah, that saved me, well, 2 trips technically, because I'm doing 1 anyway. We'll see what the 12 bales comes in at for delivered, and then I can work out what each bale is worth. I can then bring down what's needed to complete the contract, and then I'll know. I mean, I suppose I could do it with the first 2 bales, couldn't I? And then we'll worry about putting the trailer in. But I think we're over the back here, aren't we? Not sure where exactly. I assume just in here. Just in there. Let's lower that down. No, maybe not there. Sure it's here. Definitely said Larson's, didn't it? Baling, Larson's livestock, yeah. That's where we are. We have got another contract has popped up. Look, another baling one. Pays out a lot more as well, so that's going to be a lot more stuff. Thank you. And it's bigger equipment as well, but that I might do off camera. So what I think I have to do is put that back on. Okay, that hasn't helped at all. Turn that off. Let's go up to sell points. If you're not sure, which I'm not, silage, Larson's livestock, tag place. Oh, right where I am. Okay. Really? Oh, okay. 11% transported for 2 bales. I've got 27 bales in total. So that's only going to give me... Oh, actually, maybe not. If I keep 8, will that work? So that's 70% transported. 12 bales, 70%. I'll do the maths on that in a second. 12 bales, 70%. I'm sure someone will do it quickly in their heads. Let's lift that, do that. I'll go back and load the others up, and I can work out how many I can bring back down to complete the contract and how many I get to keep myself. That trailer has worked out brilliantly. It really does need a bit of love, but hey. Well, at least we know we can kind of fall back on it. I think the next thing I'm going to need to invest in is probably going to be, I would say, something like a skid steer loader, telehandler, something for moving stuff around, whether it be pallets, bales, anything really. I've got to choose what I'm going to want to go with. Just thinking if there's any old, like, small wheel loaders about, something like that. Something fairly inexpensive, and that will help with jobs like this. Now I've got a tractor and a trailer. Obviously they're moving forward. Every other piece of equipment we're going to need, but for getting stuff done contract wise, that's going to help out massively. If my calculations are correct, and they aren't always, each bale is worth 5.83% of the contract, or of the bales delivered, should I say. So the contract should only require another 6 bales. I have bought another 2 on the front. I'm going to put that to one side, because if 6 bales completes the contract, then we're good. If it doesn't, then I've got another couple or another 1 to put in, and we'll sort of see how we go from there. If it only takes the 6, I'll have 9 bales left, like I did on the previous contract, which will give me 18 silage bales. And I don't know what, I'm here at the right time. Griffin in August and September is the place to be, because I've got more contracts. The baling one I said about, the fertilising one I knew about. I've got 2 sorghum harvest contracts come up as well. That one's worth 20 grand with some pretty good equipment. So it's all looking good. I must admit, it's all looking very good. I am going to pop these down first, because I don't want to accidentally deliver bales that I don't want to. So we'll lower that to bit and just pop that there. Hopefully these 6 will complete the contract, and I've got 9 more silage bales. But I don't want to complete the contract until I've moved everything, because obviously I'll lose the equipment I've got. Contract on Field 36 finished, plus 611 sold bales, which, yeah, thank you. And so I've got 9 bales again. 7 I've left up there. These 2 I'm going to put, I think I'll put these over by the co-op silo, the railroad silo. Then I can complete the contract, because I don't, like I say, I'm using this stuff at the moment. Oh, I do need to take this trailer back up to the farm, don't I? I'll do that as well. And once that's complete, I might take on the other baling contract. The other thing I didn't have a look at, which I probably should have done, when it scrolls through the equipment available for that baling contract, has it got a bale loader, or is it more of these Flegel things? No, we've got a proper square bales, and it's got a proper auto load trailer. So I think I'm going to do that one, but I'll probably do that off camera. So I'll do the cultivating with the John Deere off camera, the baling off camera, and then into tomorrow, the second part of September, we'll start the potato harvest. That's probably going to take a bit of time. If I get that cultivating and that baling contract done, I might then grab those 2 harvest contracts. Like I say, while it's there, grab it. I might as well. Do I need workers? There's work to be done. I'm going to do it. I've been on so many different maps before where I do contract work, but it's very intermittent, or there's been none, or you get 1 contract and then you get, you know, however many months go by and nothing else. The fact there are loads to do, I'm doing them. Let's just disconnect that. So that is where we're going to leave this episode. With that contract complete, 9 more bales. I'm going to unfold that. Open that out so I can drop those onto the floor a little bit easier. Let's just pop those there. And I'm done. I'll take that trailer back up. We'll complete on that, and then we'll prep for next steps. We've done all right. Another 9 silage bales, a bit more money, 2 new vehicles. I say new to me. 2 used bits of equipment, a tractor and a trailer. Productive. Certainly better than the last part of August anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're still enjoying it. If you are, if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.